Dear Sabrina, you are everything beautiful, and thank you once again for granting us access to your beautiful world. Okay, our first question: we would be wrong to call you strong. You are strength. Like all our questions, there are some questions that are general and there are some questions that are specific because we want to have, that's why it's called heart-to-heart conversation. We really want to speak to people as individuals because we all carry different stories. Yeah. We'll be wrong to call you strong. You are strength. We are in love with the bright light that you are. We are in love with not just how you constantly thrive beyond all odds, but you also uplift, set the pace, and clear pathways for others to thrive as well. Can you please share some highlights of how you began your creative journey as a coach, mentor, and dancer? Just highlights of how you began this journey.
Well, thank you very much also from my side for having me here. So thanks for this opportunity. I really love to share my message, my story, because my goal, my real purpose is, as well as yours, to inspire people not to give up. So you have struggles, you have difficult, maybe sometimes difficult circumstances, but just the most important thing is not giving up. And this is why I'm here. So my journey started when I was a kid, actually. I hope I know you know Sierra for sure, the singer and dancer. Exactly. She once said in a song, the moment I begin walking, I begin dancing. And so it was actually for me. So I was really a small kid and already dancing. So that was everything I knew from the start of my life. I have been through dancing through a lot of different styles, really all over the globe. It was solo dances as well as couple dances, but my heart always bet for hip hop, for dance hall and Afrobeats. That was my heart. So I decided one day to teach that. And this is like in parallel, I had, like, let's say this was a dance journey, and beside I had my career, my normal life journey, and I studied art at the university, and I became a school teacher. And then after I visited, in 2015, I visited New York for the first time, and this was a huge impact to me. This is also why my school is called NYDS. And at that time, I lost my day job, and I was searching for like something new, something like more with dance. And this is actually the beginning of the story. And I put those two things together, my passion for dance and my passion for teaching, and I became a dance teacher. Yes.
That's so awesome. So it's like combining two passions together, two passions in one. Right, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, what does art mean to you?
It means, most of all, it means freedom for me, because you have the opportunity to express yourself, but not only yourself, you have the opportunity, the unique opportunity to express your feelings. And I think it's the most beautiful way to make visible feelings, because you can't see feelings unless you look at someone, you look at the body, you look at a painting, you look at, or you hear to a music. And that's the only way you can really see feelings. And I think that's one part for me. This is art, freedom, pure freedom. There are no limits.
Yeah, exactly. There are no limits to the definition of art. One thing I just learned from what you said, it's not like, there are some things that they are in your subconscious, but people make them more conscious, make them more obvious to you, right? You said we can't see feelings, but we can feel them, like feelings, but we can feel them in people, in expression and all. So yes, that is art. And I also agree with you that there's no one definition of art. Like at Hello Icon magazine, I forgot to add that we say art is everything that makes your heart beat. Art is dance, art is painting, art is drawing, and art is even those things that we cannot define as humans, like those things that make you happy, but society do not even call them art, but that's your art. So yes, art can even be football, art can even be science, as long as that's what makes your heart beat. Thank you so much, Brina.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, we are grateful to have you on board this special issue in celebration of all inspiring dancers around the world. Also in honor of the International Dance Day 2023. We know how unique and special the art of dancing is to each dancer. As an individual passionate about this art, what does dance mean to you?
It's really it's because the difference between arts and dance is, yeah, it's true, it's special. Arts means everything, it means the freedom, but dance to me means everything as well. So like you just said before, it was, since I was born, it was the easiest way for me to change my feelings from, let's say, a bad mood to a better one. So whenever I feel stressed, I feel sad, whatever I feel like not very well, I just have to dance and then I feel better. That's one thing. Dance means for me pure freedom. That's I mean, that's one of the most important things, I think. Maybe you saw on my website also something that I really love, and there we are again. It's a little mixture between dance and arts, but what I love about dance is that you're never done, because there is always something new and you can always learn something new, so you become better. There's no limit. That's something that I teach my students as well. I said, yeah, you can learn a step, but you can learn to do that step better, different, with another attitude, with another dynamic. So it's limitless. It's like it's everything. And that's something I know that this might be scary for some people, but to me, it means you have everything, all opportunities here, and you can just choose whatever you feel like. So that's a huge thing for me. Yeah. And as well, what I would like to mention maybe as well is that through dance, I learned so many life lessons. So many life lessons, like never give up, that maybe through a normal career, I wouldn't have been able to learn all these life lessons. Dance showed me, it was one of the biggest teachers for me in my life, like this never give up, or try again, or be you and not compare yourself, or all those lessons I learned through dance. So it was a huge teacher for me as well.
Yeah, wow. Thank you so much for sharing those insights. How was growing up like? I know you've given us some hints already at the beginning of the interview, but how was growing up like?
I grew up here in Switzerland with my parents and my two younger brothers. And maybe beside the fact that people think that, wow, Switzerland and all opportunities and huge country and rich and everything, I was kind, let's say, of bizarre when I was a kid, because I was an artist since I was born. So I was always like, let's say, a little bit at the side. I had to struggle. It was not so easy to be a dancer as a kid, because you were different. With the time, I learned to appreciate that difference, and I felt even very happy to be different than others, because it made me special. So I began to feel special about that love that I had for dance. But yeah, it was not always easy as well for my parents. You can imagine, I was young, and my parents, they just wanted, as all parents, they wanted the best thing for me. So they wanted me to go to school and make a career and have a good job. But I just wanted to dance all day. So I think also for my parents, it was not so easy to have an artist as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brina, for just sharing your authentic self, right? After so the next question, after your career breaking accident and your comeback just recently, March 2023, you released an awe-inspiring masterpiece titled Bruised Not Broken. Can you please share some highlights of this phase for you and what helped you find a light at the end of the tunnel?
Wow, that's a huge question. It has been 2 years now. It has been 2 years. And maybe I just separated a little bit. Let's talk first of the highlights. I think the highlights for me have been all the lessons that I was able to learn through that hardship. For example, I truly lost my identity because when people ask me, they ask me, who are you? What are you doing? Well, I'm a dancer. I defined myself through dance. And if you're not able to dance anymore, well, I asked myself, who am I? So it was a loss of my identity. And but at the same time, I was able to see that dance was just one thing that I was good at. So it made me connect with myself even deeper. That's one of the lessons I learned, for sure. And as well as I told it at the beginning, the never give up. This was always something that people said to me. You're a warrior. You're so strong. But this happening, this accident, this 2 surgeries, I mean, this is like the real proof that, yes, I'm here to never give up. Because honestly, I thought at that moment that happened and I had to close my school, that my life is over. So I was like, I was lost. I was really lost. And I thought that this was the only thing, that maybe I will not get up again. So some of those highlights, and maybe as well, I learned to listen more to my body as well. That was something, because as a dancer, you depend so much on your body. It's like not like a painter, but we really depend on our body. So you have to take care of it. But sometimes I, let's say I put most of all my pain that I had in one knee already, I put that away because I had class, I had to teach. So I took some pills, and just I teached because I was forced to teach. So I think I, like, let's say, overstepped the limits of my body several times. And so the body, one day, he had no other choice than just break me down and just say, stop, and take me out of this. And this was something that I learned, like, let's say, the hard way, to listen more to my body. Yes. So these were, let's say, the highlights. And what really helped me overcome all this, I would even say it was kind of a depression, if I'm really honest, because I really had a crisis in my life, because I thought that I found what I'm here for. I really thought this is my purpose. And I was always so happy to say that I have a purpose, because there are so many people in the world searching for a purpose. And I found it, and I was even able to live it. So I felt like, what's going on? Why this has to happen to me? And what helped me, I mean, for sure, and the most important thing is people around me. The people that loved me and the people that lift me up and still believed in my dreams. And this was the hugest support. But as well, the very strong why that I have. So why I'm doing what I'm doing, and the vision that I have, it's a huge vision. And this kept me just waking up and trying to work on my body, work on my mind, and work on my soul. We lost you?
Yes, please. So sorry about it. I've been trying
No
to record.
problem.
I hope I didn't miss much, but I'm definitely going to replay and get back the parts I missed.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was really enjoying the conversations. Please, what's your dream life as an artist? I don't know how to put this, but as I'm a poet, I'm a writer. There's this, creatives are unique people. We think a lot, like we imagine things. So what's your dream life? What's that dream life for you as an artist?
My vision with NYDS and as an artist is to create the NYDS Academy. This should be actually a place where not only dancers, but other creatives, they have a second home. I would like to build, like, let's say, a family for people who are liked, and maybe who have the same struggle that I have or had when I was a kid. So I really want to give that second home, where there is no judgment, where there's no guilt, where everyone can just be like they are and they feel welcomed. I always want to like let's say with my arms open like that and just come in. You want to dance, you want to sing, you want to do a video or cut a video or whatever it is, what you would like to do, or write like you, come in. I need you because you can maybe make a text for my website. So I think if creatives would just work a little bit more together, that would be amazing. And I would like to create a place like that one day.
Yeah, definitely. And I look forward to that place for you. And I look forward to Hello Icon being like part of your media partner for that, promoting it, because it's a just cause and it's part of what we are doing as an organization. So we'd love to be part of that. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks to
Okay,
you.
as founder, yeah, as founder of New York Dance Studio, please share the vision behind the impactful platform. But I think you've told us some of it already, so please share any other one you'd like to add.
Exactly. So actually, it's really simple. I just would like to give dancers access to the opportunities that I was not able to have when I was a kid. There is a very beautiful quote. I really love this one, and it's always inspiring me ever since I know it. It's be who you needed when you were younger. And that's really my vision. I want to be that person, that support person in a life of another child who maybe is suffering or is challenged by the same thing that I have been challenged when I was a child, because I was special, I was different. And I want them to make them feel special, yes, but in a good way, like not, you're not the nerd or the kid, let's say the bizarre kid. You are an artist and you are perfect how you are. And I would like to welcome those people. So this is actually NYDS, yes.
Yeah. Do you know, I read that part where be who you want, be who you needed when you were younger,
Yeah.
right? I can't really say exactly how it is, but I saw it from you, and yeah, I connected with it immediately. So whenever maybe I want to add it to my picture or a caption, I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
quote, and I'm going to also add you because I got it through you, right? I'm going to tag you
Perfect.
as well. I'm
With
going to tag
pleasure.
you. All
With
right.
pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much. You are so inspiring. What would you consider most fulfilling on your journey as a dancer?
I have, like, let's say, I would maybe respond in two parts. I have a mantra that I tell myself, like this is maybe a vision of my future life. But this is also the thing that I want to live, which is I would like to do every day what I love, making a lot of money with it, with people that I enjoy, and growing as a person. Like this is like in one sentence what I really would like to do. And within this part, what I most enjoy as a dancer or a dance teacher, really honestly, I would say teaching. Because if I see my students like they evolve, like they grow as a dancer, like they become stronger or more versatile or more confident about their body, about their movement, this is honestly, this is the hugest salary that I can have, is really see them grow. And when I know that my work and my effort and my pain and my everything gives them the power to empower themselves, oh, that's amazing. Honestly, that's the best part of it.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing. And maybe I've said this a million times already. I connect with so many things that you say, right? Sometimes, one of the things that we are building, I think, if there's something like soul sister, right? If there's something called soul sister, like we connect in different levels, because
Yeah,
so many things that you are saying are things that we've already documented about who we are, about what we want to. And I like the part where you said making money, building with the people that love you and people that you love. We may sound like, oh, was that necessary? But seriously, sometimes we do not really like to say our truth. There are some things
exactly.
that, yes, there are some things that's supposed to be said, but we just want to let me not say too much, or let me say less or something. But I really like the way you are just pouring out your truth, being authentic, because we are all about making money and meaning. we're all about making profits and impact. Because if you don't have money, then how would you even empower others? How would you even survive? So that money part is something that we shy away from, but it's also a very important part, yes, of our journey.
And mostly as artists, I think mostly as artists, I know a lot of artists who always feel, let's say, guilty to ask money, because people here in Switzerland, they are like, but it's your hobby, it's your pastime thing, it's your passion. How can you ask money for something that you like to do? And I'm like, for me, it's vice versa. Every one of us should just do all day what he loves to do, because when you do what you love, usually you do it good. And so why not having everyone doing what they love and they do good, so everyone would be happy? So what's the point? And yes, money is really is a crucial, I think, a crucial topic for artists. Why I say it, and also why for me it's my mantra, and I tell myself I want a lot of money. Do you know why? Because not only because everyone deserves money, but also because money helps you to do so much good things in the world. And yes, you can have an impact talking, but if you show money or you invest in something and you offer, for me, example, if I can really, let's say, open this academy, I need a building, I need furniture, this is all money. So yes, I want a lot of money, but to do good stuff. And that's okay. And I can talk about that. It's no shame, no shame.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You just hit the nail on the head. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah. Do you feel creatives in developed countries are advantaged than those in developing countries?
That's a hard one. I would have said yes. And finally, I would say yes and no. So I think because I have the proof of not only dancers, but a lot of artists who were able to realize their dreams, no matter where they were born, no matter what country they are in living, maybe, or the language they speak, or the nationality that they have, the skin color, whatever. I saw so many people being really successful and starting from zero. So for me, it is more about the mindset thing, really, honestly, because even like we said at the beginning of the interview, everybody thinks like, oh, Switzerland, rich country, and so on. But I don't know if you know, but dancer is still not an accepted profession in Switzerland. This is always hobby. And it's not even an accepted sports, because there it's art. So can you imagine that in a really developed country like Switzerland, the dancer is nothing. A dancer is decoration somewhere. So it's just depending on mindset. And I believe that if I can do something here in Switzerland with my conditions, someone else can do something in his country with his conditions. It's really about if you really want to do something and change something.
Yeah, thank you so much. Seriously, the one key word there is mindset. It's just all about our mindset. If you can, you're right. If you can't, you're right. It's just all about your mindset.
Perfect. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Brina. Okay, I can see Maureen smiling, so I'm not the only one enjoying this interview. Maureen has thank you so much.
You can join the conversation. You're invited.
Yeah. Okay. So Maureen is clapping virtually. Maureen is actually in charge of the technicalities of the interview. That's why she's a bit quiet, right? Thank you so much. Okay.
For your work.
Yeah. Balancing work time and rest time is a struggle for many creatives. Please share a few tips on how you try to balance work time, rest time, and family time. And like I said, I think many of these things you bring them into the conversation already. I remember when you were saying your body needed rest, and so you just had to rest at some point, especially when you were battling with the comeback and all. So yeah, any other thing you would like to share?
maybe what a lot of people don't know about me is that I actually work 4 days a week as an executive assistant. So I have almost a full-time job, and I just use 3 days a week to do my business, to do my dreams. So, and besides that, currently I'm studying for becoming a human design coach. So this means I'm doing studies, I'm working, I need to earn money, and I'm trying to build up my business. So I'm doing 3 things at the same time. And sometimes people, they say, how do you do this? You have 24 hours and I got 24 hours, but I don't have the time like you. And I said, also, this is just mindset. Because for example, I work in the train. When I'm traveling to work, I work on Canva and I just prepare a post for social media or something. Yesterday, I had an appointment. I had to wait. So I made some notes and ideas that I have. So you can always use your time wisely. So yes, I have 24 hours like everyone, but I use them differently. And now the balancing thing, about, let's say, after some years, I learned, let's say, one basically, I would say 3 life hacks. Let's say 3. 3 is a good number. First life hack is I work with focus days. This means, for example, on Monday is like, okay, I work and then I concentrate myself on my mind. For example, I read a book, or I study, or I make a research. So I nourish my mind. And then maybe Tuesday is working at the office, and at night I do something for my body. I go for a walk, or I stretch, or I do Pilates, or whatever it is. And so I have focus days. And this helps me to do always things for my body, for my mind, and for my soul. So I try to work holistic. But at the same time, I'm not overwhelmed, because I think I should do every day, body, mind, and soul, and work, and whatever. That's just not possible. So it helps you have a plan. That's something that helps me. I have a very strict rule, which is the first hour of the morning and the last hour of the night before I go to bed, no phone. And in my bedroom, no phone. So this helps me really to wake up, let's say, calm. I can take time to have my coffee and everything and start slowly. If I take directly my phone, it's not a good day. This is really, I'm really strict about that. There is no phone in my bedroom, never. I put it in my office in the evening, and I take it here when I go to work in the morning. So this is, let's say, two of the strategies that I use. And if I'm thinking about one third one, would be maybe schedule me time. I have to schedule me time. So it sounds crazy, but it's in my agenda. There is a block which says me time. And in this time, I don't have plans. I just do whatever I feel in this specific moment. Sometimes it's taking a bath. Sometimes I just watch Netflix, and that's okay. I mean, everybody watches Netflix, and it's okay. I'm not always working. But me time is like no plans. I go with the flow, and I just do whatever my body or my mind needs at that specific time. So yeah, this is how I work, more or less. Mm-hmm.
Wow, thank you so much. I think we'd have to invite you whenever we are having our physical, virtual events, right? More people
Yeah.
need to this brain box that you are, this brilliance that you are. You need to like spread it around the world. We would be inviting you, and then hopefully, whenever I'm in Switzerland, I really do not have any plans for now, but I look forward to connecting with you whenever I'm in Switzerland. And who knows, whenever you're in Nigeria, or maybe we can just meet in any part of the world, right? But I
That
really
would
look
be
forward
amazing.
I look forward to meeting you in person.
That
Okay.
would be amazing. With
Yeah,
pleasure. My
yeah.
husband is actually from Senegal, so close.
From Africa, wow. That's awesome. And I saw that you have some special interest in Afrobeat, in Nigerian songs. I saw you dancing some Davido, Whiskey, all our people songs. I was really excited. I was like, is she really white or is she just fair?
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. That's the reason. That's the reason.
Yeah, and also learned a lot from what you said, because I'm a workaholic, so I picked a lot from what you said about balancing, about having me time. I never thought of that. I always have a long to-do list and there's no me time there. So I would need to start practicing what I've just heard. Thank you so much for sharing that.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
what does success mean to you?
Success is really different for everyone. For me, it is a bit linked to the mantra that I said. So for me, it's waking up in the morning, knowing for sure that I'm able to do what I love, and
Yeah.
as you said, having an impact. If I'm able through my work, through my effort, to have a positive impact on just one person a day, I feel rich, because my soul is full, is wow, it's overwhelming. For me, this is the highest positive energy, is to serve. So if I can serve through my work and inspire people, that's success for me.
Yeah, that's it. That's what true success means. Thank you so much. Okay, I think I'm even staying so long on the conversations because we have to move on because of time. And but I guess because we are enjoying the conversation so much, even if we go on and on, we'd still want more. So we just really have to like be time conscious right now. Okay, at Hello Icon Magazine, we are building a community of creatives who can live their best lives and make a living from living their making. Please share a little highlight of your journey as a dancepreneur. I think I've seen something called I've seen fashionpreneur, I've seen some very unique name, but I think you are the first platform that I saw that word dancepreneur. So how did you come about the word? Did you just coin it, or then how like just highlights of being a dancepreneur?
I think my hugest learning within all of this industry was I stopped chasing things. I stopped. I was chasing everything. When I was younger, I was chasing shows and competitions and hey, can you just maybe feature me somewhere, or can I participate in your video clip? Or I was really searching opportunities. And the older I got, the less I was chasing, and the more things flowed automatically and naturally. And like today, I mean, this was an opportunity. It came to me because why? Because it had to happen like that. And that's what I believe. So what is for you will not miss you. It will come. So be patient, maybe a little bit less initiating than just go with the flow. I think that's a huge message. And maybe also younger people who are new to the business or new to arts or new to all of this. I mean, this industry is huge, and with social media, it's overwhelming. I mean, yeah, you can literally work 24 hours, but you're chasing, and that's not good. And the second thing is, what I would like to say is, maybe do not compare yourself. Do not compare yourself, because you can get inspired by other people. Absolutely. I get inspired by people every day, but never ever try to compare, let's say, the journey of someone else with your journey, because your body is unique, your mind is unique, and your soul is unique. So why should you live the same life at the same pace like someone else? That's not interesting. It's not you, and it's not authentic. So try to be you and do you. This really means no matter what. So I mean, it's really hard with social media. It's really hard because you're comparing all day long. But that's really one of the hugest, let's say, time. It really takes time away, because you're scrolling through all of this and you compare and you compare. I mean, your confidence will just shrink automatically.
Yeah.
So concentrate yourself on yourself, because let's say the only enemy that you get, or the only limit that you get, is this facing the mirror. Why? Because your goal is to be better than yourself yesterday and not be better than anyone else. So I think that's important. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think these are like key lessons. This is like a master class already on how to try combining creativity and business, combining profit and impact, combining money and meaning. This is like key points to note. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing this. As creatives, we understand the high tendencies of getting stressed out, even while pursuing our passion. Like someone may say, why do you feel stressed out? I thought you said you love what you do. But they
Mm.
forget that we are humans as well, and sometimes we can overwork, like you said. Okay,
Yeah.
there are days even when depression may creep in, or just that inexplicable feeling of overwhelmingness. Do you have any relatable experience to this? If so, how are you able to manage and thrive beyond phases like this? Any quick tips for mental health for creatives?
I would say what I just said. Do not compare yourself. That's
Yeah,
healthy. That's
yeah. I
healthy.
think you answered that in the
Yeah,
previous question. Now, yeah, you said everything that we needed to hear. Thank you
I would
so much.
say you're welcome.
Yeah. Okay, please, can you tell us something we do not know about Brina? You've told us a lot already.
Yeah, maybe you will laugh and maybe you will not believe me. But it's actually the case that I'm an introvert person. Even if it not seems like that, even if I do videos, even if I talk on Instagram stories, I show myself, I'm an introvert person. Honestly, so for me, and that's what most people don't know, I'm nervous before class. I'm nervous before teaching. I'm nervous if I have to speak somewhere. I'm nervous before this interview. The thing is, the secret about it is just that I learned over the years how to manage it. And but I'm constantly going out of my comfort zone. So people always think, oh, it's easy for you, Brina. No, you don't know how it's inside. I'm really introvert, so I have to push myself anyway. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. And like I said, thank you and thank you for just being your authentic self. Okay, can you please share any highlights or updates of what we can look forward to, like your latest project, your next project, just anything that Brina is working on for the nearest future?
No. No, I'm kidding. Sure. Sure, I share. Let's say the most important projects are two mainly for this year. I would love to go back teaching. So this is really something that I miss, but I don't feel ready yet. Thank you. I don't feel ready yet to do that on a regular basis like before, like let's say weekly classes or whatever. So I don't try to push myself and my body too much because that's a lesson I learned. So I will try to start with workshops on weekends and then see how it progresses. And yeah, so this is really one thing. I hope that I can start with my first class in summer. I'm training myself for that and yeah, learning new steps. So getting ready. And the second thing is actually something that I dreamed of since 4 years. I had that in mind 4 years, but I was scared to do so. And this year I decided to finally launch this project, which is an exclusive information. I never ever talked with someone officially about that because it's still a secret, but I can tell you that I will launch a podcast. I will launch a
Wow.
podcast and it will be called Better Call Brina. And so really life lessons, never giving up. So part of these things that I said today will be topics on this podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hope to
awesome. And we feel very privileged to hear that first. Thank you so much for sharing that. Whenever the flyers are ready or whenever you are ready for publicity, please reach out to us and we'll definitely share on our platform. Thank you so
perfect.
much for sharing that. Yeah. Okay. This is the last but not the least question. Let's go a little poetic. If poetry is a rainbow and you have a choice of one color in that palette, what would that be and why?
This one.
Okay.
Orange. Yes, it would be orange. Part of the NYBS logo. Why? Because I decided when I started with NYDS, I was searching for a color because I knew that the D for dance needs to be in another color. And I decided for orange first because the New York City taxis, they are like this yellow, orange, this warm yellow. So it's inspired by the taxis in New York. That's the first thing. And the second is because orange, by its definition, it's optimism, it's creativity, it's uplifting, it's energetic. And this describes the best my character. This is why I've chosen this color also for my brand.